And there are lists here of who your government officials are. Those of you that have these, I was just looking at this and it looks about 99% correct. There has been a couple of changes in the judiciary recently, so some of the judges have changed. But beyond that, it looks like you've got all the information here that you need. Did I see another hand or?
Yeah.
Oh yes, okay.
Last one state, for the letter of email, fair tax.com or whatever it is. And they had conducted a survey recently. And they found that the most effective is written letter, policy says, still, psychologically, enjoy, open up a letter, and still, today, they feel that really most, now they don't open it up and read it. Staff will set them in files, but they do still read them, right? I got a letter from Shuler just last week. This is about the tax, the capital tax thing. He voted for that. They went 4 days to tell me how concerned he was. How personally this involved him, his family, and Jesus Christ. He even said this. Church, then looked at the vision of it, and how personal it was for him that he forgot to say.
And he gave you all the standard reasons.
Wasn't that person.
Okay, any other questions? Thank you. Yes,
I got the same form letter.
Before you arrived, a gentleman presented to us the idea that there are different kinds of republics, some more conservative, some more liberal, and referenced the Bush administration and the spending and the situation that we're in now because of that. To put you on the spot, yes, you mentioned 4 names or 5 names that were sort of in the air around us, thinking possibly of running against the Shuler. Would you like to say personally from your own Republican opinion, which would be the most conservative, if constitutional conservative, of those 4 or 5 gentlemen?
not really.
You are a lawyer, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes, okay.
Part-time attorney.
Yes.
I think this early on, I'm going to give you the lawyer answer, and then I'm going to give you what I think is the fair answer.
Thank you.
The lawyer answer is that the North Carolina State Plan of Organization for the Republican Party bars me from giving opinions and using my office in furtherance of a candidate that runs in a primary.
Thank you.
So I can rely upon the State Plan of Organization and say I'm prohibited from doing that. That's the lawyer answer. The fair answer is these people are just getting started, and they're just now, they're not even in the race yet, and I don't think that I should usurp their right to come out and state their opinions, especially when in a couple of instances I've not even met them more than once or twice. All I could tell you would be what I've read in the newspaper, and I'm not one to believe everything I read in the newspaper. So I think it would be fair to let them state their opinions to begin with. Now, next year at this time, when we're in, let's see, we'll be post-primary by now unless they delay it again. We'll have a lot more opinions upon who the candidates are, but I think this early on I'd probably refrain from doing it.
Okay, Marguerite, you're chomping at the bit. Come on down. This is Marguerite Webb, and she lives in Caldwell, I believe. Is that right? Welcome.
I don't have a question, but I could not, in good conscience, leave this group of people today and not give you some information that could be extremely helpful to you. You want information, you want to know what's going on. I believe I'm giving you the right email address. If I'm not, contact Dodie and I will get it straight. I'm going by memory. But it's info, Infowars.com. And going back to this gentleman, we're talking about the Army, the civil Army. You know what that's about? That's about getting the army of people ready for uprisings from people like us who have had it. And it's increasing. If you go to that website, there is a DVD that you can order. We were shown that when we were out running, looking for ways that we could do something positive in contributing to getting information out. Lord, what can we do? What can we do? And here was this DVD sticking up there, and it's called The Obama Deception. Infowars.com. That will, 80% of it is really, really good. I guess there's no perfect presentation for something like this, but it will give you a lot of insight. They did a very excellent job in going back historically and bringing us up. And the questions, some of the questions that you've been asking today are on that DVD. So I just can't encourage you enough to take the time to go to that, get the DVD, watch it, and pass it on. Get it out to as many people as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Marguerite.
There's one thing all of us can do, and I think it's the strongest thing here.
Okay.
Is pray.
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 Wonderful idea.
And
it's not a revolutionary idea either, is it? It's an old one, but it's a great one. In fact, Marguerite, the lady who was just up here, she's working on just such a ring of prayer that's going to be hopefully a part of our agenda for this year as well as next year. And you're going to have an opportunity to do nothing but pray. We're not going to talk about anything else. It's just pray. Is that right, Marguerite? And Marguerite is working on getting together a group, and so you're going to have that opportunity. You can pray at home, but this is going to give you fellowship in praying. And folks, it's not a simple matter, because sometimes we get answers that we don't like. Sometimes the answers don't come right away, but we must be patient with after we pray the prayer and what we receive. We must understand it. Do I have any other questions this afternoon? Come on down.